course, Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Didn't I say that? I was like, hey, he's gonna be in Fantastic Four. What I said he was gonna be the Thing, probably.
Well, this it might be a little bit different. So this came out. When did it come out? 5 hours ago. 4 years. Let's see. So he's talking about DC.
4 years ago. I had the Jeep out front. Yeah. No, I don't want you. I left 4 years ago. I was screaming, wasn't I? Yeah. Screaming when I left Warner Brothers. Right? Everyone's in the meeting. 4 years again. It's a mystery, baby. We got I got some really good news. Great news with Warner Brothers. Amazing. Wish I could tell you, but here it is. Peter, I love you. James, I love you. David. Okay. Mwah. To the future. Baby! Picture me rolling.
That has to be Lobo, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
That has to be Lobo and having his own movie. And then we're gonna give you your own movie. That has to be it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What
I mean, thinking? I don't know. So none of the comments are just like a picture of Lobo, and then he's gonna be Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the role he was born to play. He was born. He basically is Lobo in real
life. Yeah. Give him some black makeup and
just give him some gray skin and some red contacts. Yeah.
He wears out Thursday, guys. That's what he wears on Thursdays.
Yeah. I mean, does he stay as Aquaman? I can't see him staying as Aquaman after everything else they're doing. They can't, right?
Continuity, he could be the one thing that keeps it all together. I don't know.
Well, since Gunn seems to be like starting pretty much over with everything, or at least most of it, I'm not sure what's going to happen with like Peacemaker or Suicide Squad if they're going to fit it into this greater universe. But I think it's safe to say after Aquaman 2, that'll be it. And then he'll be Lobo moving forward. The only reason they Warner Brothers has already poured so much money into the Aquaman sequel that they're just going to go ahead and put that out, and that'll be the end of it. Obviously they can't just pull the plug on it. It's been, I think the movie's actually pretty much close to completed at this point anyway. The only problem is
it better be. It better be.
It's done.
No, the only problem is DC keeps pushing it back, because remember, it was supposed to be out like this past November, then they pushed it back to the summer, and now it's not coming out until the very end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like, I don't know. I mean, what else can you do though? I mean, because he's the highest grossing DC movie, right? Aquaman is the highest grossing DC movie. So
I think so.
What if it comes out and it does it again? Do you change your plans as DC? Like
at this point,
like he did what The Rock said he was going to do. That's what Jason Momoa actually did. And once again, he's not an actor who tried to change who he is. He is then like, I am who I am, and I want to make the character work that way. And he does, and people like it.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he is a better actor, though. I'm not gonna.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, he's a better actor than The Rock.
Well, yeah, the Rock, like we've discussed, he can be very charismatic when he wants to be. The problem is he's just gotten too much in that comfort zone where he doesn't want to be. Unfortunately, he just kind of plays it the same. Even like we've said, Black Adam
or need to be. He doesn't need to be because he's larger than the character, and that's the problem. Jason Momoa is still small enough that he could be a character. And you see the character. You see The Rock. You see The Rock.
Also, the first time I think the world collectively was told, like, hey, this is Jason Momoa. He was, the Drago in Game of Thrones, which is the complete opposite of who he is in real life. Like, oh, we need you to be like kind of evil, like a tyrant, like kind of sexist, and like a badass, and then like
he's like the most free-spirited person in the world.
Like even like recently there's articles with Emilia Clarke coming out and saying, because she was like that's her first role, you know, and you know, I don't know if a spoiler, you know, for Game of Thrones season 1, she was naked a lot in that season, a lot with Jason Momoa because there was a lot of sex scenes. And I guess in between scenes, you know, because people are doing their own thing, he's yelling at people. He's like, hey, get her a robe, get her covered up. You know, she don't need to be naked right now, you know. And she said like she appreciated that like so much, you know, that somebody like, hey, what the hell you guys doing? You know, man, like,
it also helps that him being 6'5" and 265 pounds. He looks at you like, look, dude.
I'm sorry, dressed up as Drago too with the pain and like that too is like, I will rip your head off. You know, but you know, and I was like such a great character that you fell in love with right away, and then everyone knew who Jason Momoa was, and then he came out and you're like, oh, you are not at all the character that you portrayed. And I think that was such a good level, like, oh, you weren't you.
For you to be able to be with Lisa Bonet, you couldn't be what you were portraying. Come on.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Drago was freaking awesome.